So could you explain the fundamental differences between a hot spray and a cold spray in thermal spraying? Like, what are the practical applications of each of those?
Sure. So hot spray, I have to clarify this. There's a couple of definitions of cold spray,
Hmm.
and it's a little confusing out there. So let me go back historically. And there's one company that used to call combustion powder process either a cold process or a hot process. And what they meant was when it was a cold process, they still melted the material that you were running through the thermal spray gun, but they kept the part cold. So when I say cold, they didn't want the actual part that you were spraying to exceed 300 degrees Fahrenheit. That's hot to people, but when we're talking about hot and melting metals, you're in the starting probably in the 1200 degrees Fahrenheit for things like aluminum and zinc, up to over 2000 degrees Fahrenheit for other metals. So with a hot spray process, they would heat the part up to a glow cherry red, and then they would feed the powder on there, and they would melt it as it was hitting the hot part. So that was a company called Eutectic. They kind of phrased the hot process and the cold process. But today we also have another process called cold spray. In that case, they're not melting the feedstock material and they're not heating the part up. They're accelerating metal and ceramic particles to very high levels, but not melting them. And it's the kinetic energy of the high velocity. When it hits the part, it splats. So there's two kinds of cold spray out there, and it can get kind of confusing to people. So if anything struck your interest and want to find out some more information, take a look at our website, thermalspraydepot.com, or give us a call. The phone number is right there, or drop us an email. Our email address is right on thermalspraydepot.com.